US and global stock market specifically. I know many people have always asked me about investing, but they always don't know how to start. So today my goal is to simplify the process for you as much as possible so you can get going on how to start investing. So what are we covering? How to invest in stocks and ETFs. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have heard these terms, but we just don't know what it is, what to buy, how to go about it. Today, I'm going to cover every single thing that you need to know on how to get going on your investment, how to build your portfolio, and how to decide the right investment to add to your bank. So if you're new here, hello, my name is Bisola Queen. I teach you ways to make, save, and grow your money. So jump right in, let's talk about it. If you've ever heard of the term investing before and you've been curious like, I don't know how to start it, I don't know what to buy, how do I go about it? This thing just seems complicated. Give me in the chat. Tell me if this is you. If you've ever heard about investing and you've been very, very curious, but you just don't know how to start, tell me this is me in the chat, because I know a lot of people always come to me to ask this question. And my mission today is to help you all learn how to actually start investing in the stock market. So you don't say stock, you don't stay confused. Padme says, our coach is back. Yes, I am back. Did you miss me? I'm pretty sure you all have questions for me. If you have questions, please leave your questions in the chat. We're going to jump right into it today. So welcome. While you're here, also like the live, share the live. Let's get more people in here so we can answer all the burning questions and I can help you all get started. Yes, welcome. I miss you too. All right. So if you're curious, if you started investing, tell me I have started investing in the chat. If you have not started, tell me curious. If you're curious. And if you just don't care, tell me you don't care, because I don't know why you be here if you don't care. But tell me in the chat if you actually don't care. I'm curious to hear. Yes, I have started. Lovely. Who else has started? Who else has started on their investing journey? Let me know in the chat. I've also started. Lovely. So today I'm going to share with you how to invest in the stock market and how to put your money into the US and global stock market specifically. So for anyone who has not started and says, I'm curious, I care, I'm curious, I'm more than happy to start to give you all the instructions and foundations of everything you need to know to help you get started. Tori says curious, lovely. All right. I'm pretty sure many of you have heard about investing. If you have never heard about it, you would not be here. But for those of you who have just said curious, I want to hear from you. Why exactly are you curious? Why do you want to learn how to invest? And for those of you who already started investing, tell me in the chat why you started investing. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you specifically because I know everybody has different goals as it relates to investing, and I want to know what yours is. Why did you start? If you're curious, why do you want to learn how to invest? What exactly is making it interesting or enticing to you as to why you want to get your money in the stock market? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat. I want to know. I'm curious. What about Nigerian Stock Exchange? Today we are not talking about Nigerian Stock Exchange. Today we are talking about global and US Stock Exchange. Let me see in the chat. Let me see in the chat. And while you're right here on the live stream, please double tap the live stream, like the live, share the lives as well. Joseph is asking, are mutual funds better? That is a very, very good question. Mutual funds are a type of investment. However, they are typically considered to be an expensive form of investment. Okay. So that's something to keep in mind when it comes to mutual funds. But mutual funds is also an investment in the stock market. Any other question? Somebody else says, I've started. Okay. I want to know for the rest of you who are yet to start or who are curious, why do you actually want to start investing? Because if you don't know your why, then whatever happens in the market, you'll be moved by it, right? But if you understand the reason as to why you want to start investing, what are you looking for? Are you looking to build wealth? Are you looking to make extra income? Are you looking to earn dividend? Or are you just looking to put your money into something? Let me know in the chat. Or plan for retirement. Many people have different reasons as to why they start investing. So I want to know. Mobolaji Gabriel is saying, oh, sorry, Prince Parix. Prince Parix is asking, what's your referral code on Bamboo? My referral code on Bamboo is Wiz Queen. Wiz Queen. Literally the same name on Instagram. All right. Any more questions? Let me see. For those of you who have started already, let me know what your reason is. Why did you start investing? Someone says to build wealth. Lovely. To plan for my retirement. Lovely. Who else? To build wealth, of course. I get that. Exactly. Fantastic question. Chinedu Emmanuel says, how much can I start with? That's a very, very good question. How much Actually, let's take all the questions. How much? Somebody says, how much can I start investing with? This is a very good question. How much do you think you need to start investing? Those of you who already started, how much did you start with? Lisa also says to build wealth. Lovely. Many people start investing to build wealth, to save or plan ahead for their retirement, to beat inflation, because you know what? The cost of the prices of things in the market every single day keeps going up. The price that you bought something last 2 weeks is not the same price you buy it again this week. So how can you actually beat that inflation, which is the consistent rise in pricing of products, is for you to have your money invested. Because if you put your money in cash in your bank account, that money will not be able to buy something meaningful later on in the future. So what do you do if you want that money to work for you? You invest it into something that would, one, preserve your capital, two, yield you returns, three, maybe earn you passive income as well, like dividend and the likes. So those are things that you can do to help you build wealth, beat inflation, prepare for your retirement, and also plan for unforeseen contingencies. As we all know, life can happen. Anything can happen at any time. Has anyone ever been in a situation where, today you said, I'm only going to spend $100 this week. I'm not going to touch my money for anything. Saving, 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 saving. Then all of a sudden that week comes and something unexpected happens. If you've ever had a situation like that, whatever the situation was, tell me in the chat. And these things, we never prepare for them, right? So these things always happen. But when you invest, you can prepare ahead for unforeseen contingencies. Whenever life happens, you will have money that you can use to take care of those things that can happen at any freaking point in time. All right, awesome. Someone says, I'm a very big fan of yours, right from Nigeria, and your travel blog. I need one-on-one session with you. Lovely. You can book a one-on-one chat with me. The link is always on my profile. All right, someone is asking, how do I start investing? How much do I need? How can I invest into ETF? I want to build wealth for my family. Those are some of the questions we are going to answer today. I'm pretty sure many of you have been here before, and I know that for a fact that you are ready to learn. So how much do you need to start investing? Number one question. How much do you, for those of you who already started investing, tell me in the chat, how much did you start with? I know some of you said you started already, and many of you say you're curious. For those of you who started already, tell me in the chat, how much did you start with? Let's help those, because I know the answer, but I want them to hear it from somebody else, just so that they know that I'm not capping, right? I know that I'm not capping. Someone says 50 pounds. Oluwatosin says 50 pounds. Lisa says $200. Who else wants to share? Who else wants to share? Tell me in the chat. How much did you start investing with? Somebody said $25. $25. So can you tell me that you don't have $25? You do. Another person said 250 pounds. Jasmine says I started with $200 per month, and I know you can start with any amount. Jennifer says 100 pounds. See? So you can see everybody started with different amount of money here. What does that tell you? You can start investing at your level. Any amount of money you have, you can start investing with that money. You don't need to have all the money in the world. You don't need to know everything as it relates to investing. All you need is your desire and willingness to start. And today, I hope to help you get started on your investing journey. So if you ask me, you need as little as $1. That's what you need to start investing. $1. Let me use my other pen. All you need is $1 for you to start investing, okay? Because you'll be able to buy what is called fractional shares. We're going to get more into that after a while, but I need you to understand that you don't need to have, if a company says their share is $50 per share, and you only have $1, you can buy 0.05%. Is it 0.05 of that company? So you don't need to have the entire 1 unit. You can buy a very small fraction of that company with your $1. And that is why people can invest with as little as $1, $10, $50. But if you ask me like, oh, I actually want to be serious about my investing journey, how much would you ask me to invest? I'll tell you this. How much do you get paid? And how much is your 1 hour income from your pay? So if you're earning $50 an hour, then you should start investing with $50. If you're earning $25 an hour, then start investing with $25 an hour. If your pay is not on hourly basis, let me ask you this. If you wanted to order takeout, you want to eat out, how much would you spend? Maybe some of you in Nigeria, you go out with your friend, you spend maybe 10,000 naira. What does that tell you? Start investing with 10,000 naira. I hope it makes sense. Give me 10 in the chat if you are clear on how much you can start investing with. Who is this person says? Listen, guys, there are some people in the chat that will come in here to say nonsense. Please don't pay attention to them. Okay? All right, awesome. Ijo Baby says, thank you. Awesome. As little as $10. Awesome. Thank you. Please, I'd like for you to explain short-term investing and how it works and how someone can invest at it till maturity date. All right, we're going to cover all of that today. All right, so give me a 10 in the chat if you're clear. I see 10. I see 10. I see clear. I see clear. Awesome. All right, so now you all know how much you're going to start with when it comes to investing. Good one. Any other questions up to this point before we move on? Because I want to show you the step-by-step guide on how to start investing. But if you have any other question, we're going to take that. Any other question up to this point? Any other question up to this point? Let me see my Instagram. Any other questions? This was 10. Everybody knows how much they're starting with. Everybody knows what they're doing. Prepare exactly. Awesome. So everyone is clear up to this point. We know exactly what we're doing. Now, let's move on to the step-by-step guide on how to start investing. If you're on TikTok, please let's get this live stream to 5,000 likes so we can get going on how to start investing. Step-by-step guide, just double tap the like it. Repost it and share it, bringing other people in here so they can learn. Save $10 to buy a crib, that's it, period. Liquid Skittle says, ETF is for people that don't know what they are doing. I beg to differ though, I beg to differ. ETF, investing in ETF can be a smart way for you to invest your money if you know exactly what you're doing, rather than buying stocks sometimes, okay? So, all right, let's get into it. Step-by-step guide on how to start investing. My goal today is to simplify investing for you all like a baby, using 3 simple steps, 1, 2, 3, ABC. Make it very, very simplified for you. All right, so I'll make it A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Because one thing about me, if I want to learn something, I learn faster when it's 3 simple steps. Anything more than 3, I never remember. So step number 1, give me 1 in the chat if you're ready for step 1. Comment 1 for me in the chat if you're ready for step 1. How long could we invest the $10? You can invest the $10 for as long as you want. You can also even decide to sell it and take out your money whenever. However, if you ask me, I'll say you should be investing for a longer term. Don't invest for 1 month, don't invest for 2 months, don't invest for 3 months. Invest with a long-term plan. So what does long-term mean? Put your money into an investment, buy an ETF, buy a stock or whatever, but don't plan that you want to sell it tomorrow or next week or next month or next 3 months. Plan to hold that investment for at least 1 year, because the longer you stay invested, the more return you get from your investment, okay? So don't plan. If you need money quick, you need to get a job. Having a job is what will give you consistent income. However, if you want to build wealth, you want to make your money work hard for you, you need to put that money into an investment, and investing is long-term. I hope that's clear. All right, next question. How long? Okay, I see 1 in the chat. I see everyone saying 1 in the chat. If you're on TikTok, let's get the live stream to 5,000 likes so we can get going. Let's get the likes to 5,000 likes so we can get going. Step number 1 on how to start investing. I don't see the ones on YouTube. I don't see anyone on YouTube typing 1 for me. Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, comment 1 for me in the chat. I only see my people on Instagram typing 1. I only see people on Instagram typing 1. Type me 1 in the chat if you're ready. I see 1 on TikTok. I see 1. I see 1. I see 1. Awesome. Step number 1. Step number 1 is to sign up on a brokerage or sign up on a brokerage. Has any one of you ever heard of a brokerage? If you've ever heard of a brokerage in the chat, tell me yes. If you haven't, tell me no, so I can explain what brokerage means. Do you know the meaning of brokerage? Tell me yes in the chat if you do. Tell me no in the chat if you do not, so I can explain for you. Because this is step number 1. If you don't know what a brokerage is, then you will not follow step 2, step 3. You will not understand. So I need you all to follow. I see no, I see no, I see yes. Okay, awesome, cool. A brokerage is a platform which can either be a website or an app where you get to buy your stocks and investment. Think of it like an intermediary that connects you to the stock market. Back in the day when you want to invest, back in the day, and when I mean back in the day, like 10, 20 years ago, for you to invest, you have to actually physically walk into the stock exchange or connect with your bank and ask them that you want to buy stocks of a specific company. Then they give you a certificate to say, oh yes, you're now a shareholder in that company. However, now in today's world, it's easier for you to build wealth way more than it was 10 years ago. It's 10 times easier now because what? There's no barrier to entry. You can start with as little as $1. You can also start online. You don't need to go anywhere in person. There's no condition. They don't judge you based on how much money you make, how much salary you have, what your family background is. They don't judge you based off of that. They just ask you if you're ready to invest. All you need to do is set up a brokerage. So what is a brokerage again? It's an online platform, a website or an app where you get to sign up on and you can purchase your stock and investment. Okay, your stocks, your ETFs, your other investments. The platform where you get to buy it is called a brokerage. Now, depending on where, tell me in the chat where exactly in the world you live so I can give you examples for you. Tell me in the chat exactly where you live so I can give you examples. I'm Canadian, so I'll give an example with Canada first. Where are my Canadian people? Drop the Canadian flag in the chat for me. If you are from Canada, the best brokerage that I personally use and I would recommend all day, every day, I've tried many ones, and this is the one I've stuck with for the last 5 years, is Wealthsimple. It's very beginner friendly, easy to use. The interface is nice, and many other features that they have as well. So if you're in Canada, sign up on Wealthsimple. And if you're signing up on Wealthsimple, you can use my referral code. Use code _ZEIKQ. You use this code, you are going to get for $25. They give you $25 whenever you use this code. So _ZEIKQ. If you use it on Wealthsimple, you get $25 to purchase your first stock. Now, if you live in US, any of my US people in the house, drop the US flag for me. Drop the US flag for me in the chat if you're from the US. I don't see anyone dropping the US flag. I don't see anyone dropping the US flag. If you're on TikTok, please double tap the live stream. Let's get it to 5,000 likes while we're here. If we don't like the live, we're not going to move forward. If you're enjoying it, you're having a good time, you're learning a lot, like the live. If you want me to share everything that I've learned that will help you truly build wealth, and I'm not gatekeeping that knowledge, like the live. Okay? So if you live in US, sign up on Robinhood. Robinhood. Okay? If you live in UK, where am I? I could see a lot of people telling me about pounds. So if you live in UK, use Trading 212. Trading 212. I saw someone saying Ghana, Nigeria. Okay. If you live in Nigeria or Ghana, actually, let me just put Africa because there's not enough space to type. To write Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, you can use Bamboo. Use Bamboo. And if you're using Bamboo, you can use my referral code again, WeSqueen. You get some free stocks with it. Let me know if you're clear on step number 1. Comment 10 over 10 if you're clear on step 1 for me. Give me 10 over 10 in the chat if you're clear on step 1. Give me 10 in the chat if you're clear on step 1. Because this is the foundation step. We have not done nothing here. This is just you getting set up. This is you getting started. This is you getting prepared. I was on Robinhood, then I finally switched to Fidelity. I love Fidelity as well. Fidelity is a very, very seamless platform for beginners too. But Robinhood is more popular. So I love Fidelity too. That's a good choice. Let me know in the chat if you're clear on step number 1. Give me 10 in the chat. If you're clear on step 1, give me 10 in the chat. Give me a 10 in the chat if you're clear on step 1. If you're clear on step 1, give me 10 in the chat. All right, I see all the 10s. I see the 10s. I see the 10s. Lovely. I'm glad you all are following up to this point. 10 over 10. 10 over 10. Awesome. That is great. All right, cool. Ready for step 2? If you're ready for step 2, give me 2 in the chat. While you're here on TikTok, please like the live. Let's get it to 6,000 likes. If you're having a good time, you're learning a lot, you're taking notes. If you're not taking notes right here, you are wrong. If you're not taking notes right now, you're wrong, because there's so much that I'm going to share, and I do not want to leave you all confused today. I want to leave you empowered. You have all the details with respect to the next steps for you. So go ahead, like the live, share the live, and take notes as well so that you are following. All right, step number 2. I'm going to wipe this down. Comment 2 for me in the chat if you're ready for step 2. Give me a 2 in the chat if you're ready for step number 2. Give me 2 in the chat, because step 1 is just the foundation. Step 1 is just the beginning. Step 2 is where some of the fun begins. Because now you have to be very intentional. You have to be smart. If you're a smart investor, you want to pay attention to step 2, because step 2 is where you get to put more of your money in your pocket. Otherwise, you would not enjoy the maximum benefit of investing. All right, give me 2 in the chat if you're ready for step 2. I don't see anybody on YouTube giving me 2. Are you all listening? Are you following? Are you following up to this point? All right, cool. I see 2 on Instagram. I see 2. Awesome. Step number 2 is to open your investment account. Now you signed up on the platform, you've done nothing yet. Step 2, open your investment account. Open an investment account. If you're a smart person, you're going to open what is called a tax advantaged account. What does a tax advantage account do? It allows you to keep more of your money into your pocket. Okay, let me explain. Whenever you invest, the expectation is that you're going to make profit, right? The expectation is that you invest your money in the stock market, you make profit. Now, with that profit that you make, ideally, you're meant to pay taxes on the money. However, if you're a smart person and you put your money into the right account, all of the profit that you make, you're going to put it back in your pocket. Instead of paying taxes on some of those profit, you put all the money in your pocket. Because why? You have used what is called a tax advantage account. Are you all following up to this point? Tell me yes in the chat if you're following. Tell me yes in the chat if you're following. All right, so what are examples of tax advantage account depending on the location and the country you reside? If you live in Canada, the best tax advantage account for you to use is called a TFSA, tax-free savings account. Any money you invest into this TFSA, all the profit you make is going to be tax-free. Okay, it's going to be tax-free, and every year you get to invest up to $7,000 per year, and this amount accumulates. So if you have not used your contribution room for last year, now you're going to have $14,000, and the amount will continue to accumulate from there until you actually use up your contribution room. So if you are not sure or you want to know how much your contribution room is right now, you can log into your CRA account and you'll be able to see your contribution room for your TFSA. Is that clear? For those who reside in the US, you can open what is called Roth IRA. This is an individual retirement savings account that allows you to set money aside or to invest for your own retirement in the future. The money invested in here, the return is also going to be tax-free for you as well. Anyone from the UK? If you're from the UK, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. You guys, the chat is buzzing right now. I love that. I love that. I love that. While you're here, please like the live and share the live as well. Repost the live. Let's get more people in here. Let's get more people in here today. All right, cool. While you're here, UK, if you live in the UK, you want to invest using what is called the Stocks and Shares ISA account. As any one of my UK people, have you ever heard of the Stocks and Shares ISA account? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat if you've ever heard of the Stocks and Shares ISA account. Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat. Job AK. Is it Job AK? You said UK. Tell me in the chat, have you ever heard of the Stocks and Shares ISA account? If you have, you want to open this account, and every year you get to invest up to £20,000 using this account. £20,000, and any money you earn in with this account is going to be tax-free. Is it clear up to this point? If you live in Nigeria, Ghana, and the other countries, most of the time most African countries don't have what is called a tax advantage account. However, you can open a regular Naira wallet, USD wallet, CDs wallet, and the other currencies like that. If you live in any other country that I have not mentioned, a quick Google search, put in your country name plus tax advantage account. You see the options available for you. Okay? You see the options available for you. It's called Roth IRA. M8 Global. It's called Roth IRA. It's an individual retirement savings account. All right, cool. Are we clear up to this point? Are we all clear up to this point? Give me a 10 in the chat if you're clear up to this point. Give me a 10 in the chat if you're clear up to this point. We're moving on to step number 3. Step number 3 is where the real fun begins. This is where you start to put your money into your investment. Comment. Give me a 3 in the chat. Give me 10 in the chat. Let me know if everybody's clear on step number 2. Give me 10 in the chat. While you're here on TikTok, please like the live, share the live, repost the live. Let's get more people in here. If you have not reposted the live, what are you doing? If you're having a good time, you're learning a lot, you want to bring more people in here. And the only way for you to do that is by liking the live and reposting the live so that more people can join. Otherwise, you're going to be taking several steps backward when they join. Because eventually they will. And when they come, they ask us questions, they ask questions, and we're always going to go back. So if you don't want us to keep going back and forth, repost the live right now. All right, I see 10 in the chat. Awesome. Now let's jump on to step number 3. Step number 3 is the final step. And this is where you get to put your money in the right things. This is where you get to invest. This is where you take the actual action that helps you build wealth, that helps you grow your portfolio, that helps you actually move the needle. Comment 3 for me in the chat if you're ready for step 3. Give me a 3 in the chat if you're ready for step number 3. All right, cool. Give me 3 in the chat. Anybody have questions up to this point? If you have any questions up to this point, now is the best time for you to ask. Because if you're not following, then you're going to get confused. Step 3 is where the form begins. If you're not following, you're going to get confused. Any questions up to this point? Any questions? Let me see. Any questions up to this point? I see Bob says 3. Ola says 3. Modok says 3. Travis says 3. Looks like everybody's clear. No questions up to this point. Awesome. Step number 3 is where you get to buy your stocks and ETFs. Buy your stocks and ETFs. Does anyone know the difference between stocks and ETFs? Do you know the difference between stocks and ETFs? Tell me yes in the chat if you do. Tell me no in the chat if you do not. Tell me yes in the chat if you do. Tell me no in the chat if you don't. If you know the difference, tell me. No, I see no, I see no, I see no, I see yes, I see no. All right, cool. All right, cool. Now let's get into it. What is a stock versus ETF? I'll explain for you. A stock is an investment in an individual company. A stock is you investing, buying shares of a company, one single company. You buy shares into that company, you are a stockholder or a shareholder. All right. So when you buy a single piece of a company, you are buying the stocks of that company. Whereas with ETFs, you're buying an investment that contains many different companies. If you've never heard of ETFs before, ETFs simply mean exchange traded funds. Okay, so this is what is called an ETF. All right, this is what's called an ETF. So exchange traded funds. So in that fund, there is many different stocks inside of that fund, many different companies inside of that fund. With respect to buying a stock, you're buying one company. But whereas with ETF, which is a fund, there are many companies inside of that fund. Think of it like a basket of fruits. If I ask you like, hey, do you want a single piece of fruit or a basket of different fruits? You're likely going to say you want the basket. Why? Because you have varieties inside there, right? And that's exactly why we also always want to go for ETF. If you don't understand, let me explain again. So when it comes to investing, you have the option to either buy stocks or ETFs, or you can buy a combination of both. You can either buy only stocks, you can buy only ETFs, or you can buy a combination of both. My recommendation in the long run is to buy a combination of both. However, for beginners, buy ETFs. Don't think about just buying individual stock or picking the right stock, because that is where people miss it. They try to pick the right stock and they miss it. Most people are not able to discern and pick the right stock. Even those who are on Wall Street, the professionals, sometimes they're not even really the best at picking stocks. So because of that, there's something called an ETF, which is a fund that contains many different companies inside of it. So if you're a smart investor, instead of buying stocks, you want to buy ETFs. Now, there are a variety of different kinds of ETFs. There are ETFs that are market-based, they are industry-based, they are country-based, that they have different criteria. However, I'll give you the one that is the most popular, the most reliable, the most versatile, so that you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. That's the difference between buying stocks and ETFs. When you buy stocks, you're putting all your eggs into one basket. Whereas with ETFs, you're diversifying, you're spreading your risks. All right? So now that we understand the importance of ETFs and stocks and the difference and what to go for, the best ETFs to start with is what is called an index that tracks the top 500 companies in the US. Has anyone ever heard of the S&P 500? If you've ever heard of the S&P 500, tell me in the chat. Tell me yes in the chat or tell me no in the chat. Tell me yes in the chat if you have. Tell me no in the chat if you have not. So buy ETF. We all know that you're buying ETF now, right? So ETF. If you're buying ETFs, actually, I can give you examples for stocks as well. So if you're buying ETFs, you want to start with what is called the S&P 500. This is an example. S&P 500. What is the S&P 500? It's an ETF that is a fund. Like I said, ETF is a fund, right? It's an ETF that contains many different companies. Now, because it's the S&P Standard & Poor's 500, it tracks the top 500 companies in the US. So that ETF, that basket of different fruits, has top 500 companies in the US. Think about it. Any company, name any US company that you know. Most of the popular US companies you know, they are inside of this ETF already. So now when you're thinking about it, think about Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Nvidia, Broadcom, Microsoft. All the top 500 companies in the US are inside. Disney. All the top 500 companies in the US that you know, these are global companies that we all know, that we all use, that we all love, but they are US owned companies. They are all inside of this S&P 500. All right? Are we clear up to this point? So now that we know that we are buying the S&P 500, let me give you examples of the S&P 500 depending on the location you reside in. If you live in Canada, the because again, it has different currency, it has different nickname, but the main thing that is inside that basket is called S&P 500, which tracks the top 500 companies in the US. If you live in Canada, you want to check out VFB. VFB is the Vanguard S&P 500 in Canadian dollars. If you live in US, you can buy VOO. There's also something called SPY. SPY is also an S&P 500. It's just the difference between all the S&P 500. Sometimes it's just the fund manager. For example, this is owned by Vanguard. This is owned by BlackRock. But you don't have to worry about that. If you ask me, just stick to one, buy VOO. VFB is Vanguard S&P 500 in Canadian dollars. VOO is Vanguard S&P 500 in US dollars. Then now let's move to those in the UK. It's VUSA. It's Vanguard S&P 500 in British pounds. In British pounds. Where else? Where else should we do? Nigeria. Okay, no, let's just do any other part of the world. Other part of the world. Other part of the world, you can always buy VOO. Why? Because if you live in any other part of the world, you can always get access to investing in US dollars. You don't only have to invest in your local currency, you can also invest in US dollars. So if you're Canadian, you can still buy VOO. If you're from the UK or Nigeria or anywhere else, you can still buy VOO as well. Does it make sense up to this point? Does it make sense up to this point? The S&P 500 is an example of ETF that you can purchase into your investment. And regardless of wherever you live, they have different nicknames. They're all the same thing, but they just have different currency. In Canada, it's VFV. In US, it's VOO. In UK, VUSA. Any other part of the world, you're buying VOO. Are we clear up to this point? Give me 10 in the chat if you're clear up to this point. Give me a 10 in the chat if you're clear up to this point. Give me a 10 in the chat if you're following up to this point. Does the ETF pay dividend twice a year or at the end of the month? That's a good question. So most ETF, they pay you dividend on quarterly basis. Why is that? Because most companies release their report on quarterly basis. So you get your dividend on quarterly basis. There are some that pays monthly, but most times it's quarterly. Then another popular one is biannually, which is twice a year. So what this means is if you have invested in S&P 500, all those companies that are inside that 500 companies that we just spoke about, whenever they pay dividend, you would also be eligible to earn some dividend as well. But you don't get dividend every month. You get dividend on quarterly basis. Okay? Is it clear up to this point? Any questions up to this point? Any questions up to this point? Do you have any questions for me before we proceed? Now I'm going to give you all examples of stocks. If you're clear up to this point, let me know. Before I wipe this down. While you're here on TikTok, please double tap the live. Let's get it to 10,000 likes right now. If you're here, let's double tap the live and get it to 10,000 likes. It costs you nothing to like the live. All right, let me give you some examples of stocks. If you want me to give you examples of stocks, you need to get the live stream to 10,000 likes. All right, let's work on that. Let's work on that. While we are working on that, I'll take this down. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? If you're going to be buying stocks, you want to buy what is called blue chip companies. Blue chip or reputable. Companies that have shown performance over the last 10, 20 years. These are companies that are established, they are renowned, they are reputable, they've shown performance over the years. If you hear the name, you know that this company exists. You know it's a good company. It's a company that has shown performance over the years. You are not going to just put your money into companies that are startups. I'm not saying startups are bad. I'm not saying penny stocks are bad. But those are the fastest way for you to lose your money. Because why? They are high risk. If you're a beginner investor, you don't want to start taking high risk. You want to start with low risk, which is ETFs. But if you want to start diving your feet a little bit into a bit of more moderate risk, you can buy stocks. However, my guaranteed, my best tip for you is to buy ETF, because you know why? Even all the companies that I'm going to recommend for you today, they are already listed in that ETF. So why do you want to stress yourself about buying individual companies? But the truth is, if I don't tell you guys, you will think I'm gatekeeping. So I don't want you to think that I'm gatekeeping. That is why I'm going to share it with you today. Any questions up to this point? For Nigeria, VO is an S&P 500, right? Yes, that is correct. If you're buying from Nigeria, check out VOO, and it's also an S&P 500. All right, we have blue chip stocks. Are we ready? We haven't gotten the live stream to 10,000 likes on TikTok yet, so I'm waiting for you all. I'm waiting for you all up to this point. Ijo Baby says, because I'm using BAM, but when I search for S&P 500, should I invest in I should invest in it, right? Or I search for VOO as well? Please, I need enlightenment. You need to search for VOO on Bamboo. That's what you're looking for. I'll show you my Bamboo account. Let me log in for you and show you. Oh my God. While you're on TikTok, let's get the live stream to 10,000 likes. If we don't get it to 10,000 likes, we're not going to move forward from here. So if you are serious and you know that you want to actually start investing in 2026, double tap the live. Let's get it to 10,000 likes. All right. So I'm trying to open my Bamboo account. It's updating. Maybe we'll come back to that question. All right. So examples of stocks. The companies that you already know, the companies that you already love that are reputable, you can start with those. Many of us, what kind of phone do you use? Apple, Samsung, Microsoft, Pixel. What kind of phone? Most people use Apple. So Apple is probably one of the top companies listed in the S&P 500. So you can buy Apple Inc. This is an example of a company. Another company you can purchase that we all know, that we all use every single day. If you watch YouTube, you use your Google search, you all the Google documents, spreadsheet, Gmail, all of those things, they are under the company called Google. So you can also buy Google as well. Google is called Alphabet. That's the name of the company, but you can buy Google. Next one, which social media do you all use? Some of you are currently watching me on Instagram and Facebook right now. If you're watching me on Instagram, you want to buy the next company, Meta Platforms. Meta is also another good one for you to look into. Let me ask you all again, where do you all shop your groceries from? A lot of us shop groceries from where? Walmart. Walmart is also a good one. Or Costco. Costco is also another one where you shop your groceries from. So these are examples of companies that are reputable, that we all currently use, that have high performance, and even also in the S&P 500. If you ask me, there's no reason why you should go and buy all these companies separately, because again, they are already all in the S&P 500. If you want to buy them separately, you can, but if you ask me, I'll tell you to buy it in the S&P 500, which is also what is called an ETF. Okay? Any questions up to this point? God bless you. God bless you too. In Phoenix, I see. All right, now we have my Bamboo here. I'm going to show you how to buy your ETF on Bamboo. So right now, I'm currently logged in on the app. First things first, you want to head over to where it says invest at the bottom here. Once you click on invest, you see the next option that says invest in US stock. You can see that. Let me see. Does it show you? Invest in US stock. Once you click on that, next thing is at the top of the search bar, type in VOO. Like I said, VOO. Once you find it, this is it right here, the second one. You can see that. Select it. Then you can see the price is what? $626. What do you do when the price is currently $626 and you have $100 to invest? What do you do when the price is currently $626 and you only have $100 to invest? What do you do? Tell me in the chat. What do you do? What do you do? You buy the fraction of what you can afford. If you have only $100, you buy only $100 worth. You click on buy. It will tell you the market is currently closed because yes, the market is open Monday to Friday. Today is Saturday. You click on no queue for Monday. So on Monday, the order will complete. The next thing for you to do is click on buy now. Once you click on buy now, you put in the amount of money you want to invest, $100. All right, $100 is going to tell you the fraction of the shares and you can complete your order. You can see that. Are we clear up to this point? You are buying a part of it, exactly. Throne Drop says buy a part of it. don't need to buy the entire unit, you're buying a part of it. Someone else says, can you please show us on Wealthsimple? Absolutely. Absolutely, I'll show you on Wealthsimple as well. Let me log into my Wealthsimple on my iPad. Wealthsimple is for Canadians, like we said, but you can also buy VOO, you can buy VFV. So let's still use the same VOO as an example. While you're here on Wealthsimple, my account is already logged in. Then I just need to come into the search bar here and type in VOO. You can see that the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. Can you see that? Dimitru, we just showed Bamboo just now. This is now Wealthsimple. We just showed Bamboo just now. This is now Wealthsimple. So you see VOO, I just click on the first one and it brings you here. You can see the same thing, $626. But I don't have the whole $600 to invest. Maybe I have $50 or $100. All I need to do is click on trade, then buy VOO, and I put in the amount of money that I have because I don't have the entire money. I'll make sure it's on market buy and I'll put in the amount of money. By clicking on this thing, when you click on this thing, it switches from dollar amount or number of shares. So here I have dollar amount and I'll put in $100 or $50. Let's do $50. You can see that. Then you can click on review and now you'll be able to buy only a fraction of it, which is like less than 1 unit. See, you can see the number of shares. It tells you the number of shares that you're buying. 0 point something. You can see that 0 point something. That's what you're buying. Are we clear up to this point? That is exactly how you buy your stocks and ETFs using either Bamboo or Wealthsimple. Any other platform you're using is pretty much the same steps. All you need to do is make sure the account is set up, which is step 1. You open your investment account, which is step 2. And step 3 is where you buy the ETFs or the stocks. All right? Are we good? Are we clear up to this point? Give me a 10 in the chat. If you also want to buy single companies like Apple that we said, all you need to do, also type in Apple in the search bar. Also type in Apple in the search bar. We have Apple, right? Then when I click on invest in US stock, you see Apple right here. You can see Apple Inc. Once I click on it, I'll be able to invest in Apple. You can see that $255. If I don't have $255, I'll just buy a fraction of it. I'll buy a portion of it, either $50, $20, $10, $100, and that is exactly how you start investing. That is exactly how you start investing. All right, any questions up to this point? Any questions up to this point? If you're following, give me 10 in the chat. If you're following, give me a 10 in the chat. If you're lost or confused, tell me 0. If you have questions, let me know. Any questions up to this point, my dears? 10. Nene says 10. Chondrop says 10. Gayan says 10. Anolua says 10. Awesome. Do we have any question? I even see 100 over 100. Lovely. I love when I see 100 over 100. It shows that you're serious and you're following. Someone says 0. You see what I said? If we don't like the live and get everyone in here, we're going to have to take many steps backward. We're going to have to take many steps backward. Can someone put step number 1 and 2 in the chat for me so that you can follow? M8 Global says, how did you get the app in your phone? You download the app. How did you get Instagram on your phone? Let me ask you first. How did you get Instagram on your phone? You downloaded it, right? That's the exact same thing. So you download the app. When you download the app, you sign up, you open your account, they ask you your basic information, your ID, and everything else. If you're using Wealthsimple, they'll ask you for your SIN and all that good stuff. All right? Black Carpet says, do you have any book or guide that can help someone who is ready to get started? Yes, I do. I have a video that can walk you through step by step on how to get started. I have that. But some people normally talk that you should always buy at a lower rate than that. Can you do that? Yes, you can. You can actually buy at a lower price, which is called limit buy. However, I always recommend to buy at the market buy. Why is that? Because you don't want to try to time the market. For any one of you who start investing this week, the market is currently down. So this is the best time for you to actually start. The market is currently down now, and it gives you opportunities for you to buy. So if you're serious about your investing journey, you should definitely start this week, not tomorrow, because all the details you need to help you get started, the market is in a good place, it's in a sweet spot. All right, Big Belly is asking, how do I get started? What I have done is I've put together a video step-by-step guide that walks you through how to get started on your investing journey, how to know your risk level, and other good things to help you get set up Today, not tomorrow. If you are ready to start, you are serious about your investing journey, today, not tomorrow. In this masterclass, you're going to learn how to build your investment portfolio, how to research the right stock and ETF, how to understand your risk tolerance, what to buy. Because many people always ask me, what do I buy? What do I buy? Included in there. How do I go about it? Included in there. Video walkthrough included in there as well. So this is the best. I've put it together for you all, but I'm only going to make it available for a limited time because the truth is not many people are serious. Everybody always asks questions, but they are not that serious. They are not that serious. They ask questions. They are not that serious. So if you are serious about it, comment LIVE for me. Let me know who is serious. LIVE live. Comment LIVE live, and I'll let you know if I'll see those who are serious. Live. I see live. I see live. I see live. Awesome. We see those who are serious to get going on their investing journey right now. Awesome. If you comment live while you're on Instagram, check your DM right now. You'll be able to see the link for you to access the investing masterclass right now. What I'll do is, instead of you paying the regular price of $487, I'm going to bring down the price. I'll give you all a discount. Let me see what the discount will be today. What should we make it? What should we make it? What should we make it? Let me see. What should we make it? I'm going to give you all for... Actually, today is what? Valentine's Day. It's a holiday. So I'm going to give you all 80% discount. So you only have to pay $87. How does that sound? That sounds like a steal, right? That sounds like a steal, right? That sounds like a steal. Only $87, but that's only going to be for a limited time because, like I said, not many people are serious. So I'll take down the link now. If you're on TikTok right now, go ahead and click on my name on the profile page. Once you click on it, it brings you over here. It opens this dialog box. Actually, click on my profile picture. Once you click on my profile picture, it brings up this dialog box for you. Then while you're here, you click on my profile picture again the second time. It brings you over here. Click on this link that says WeScreen.ai. You click on that, beacons.ai/WeScreen. Once you click on that, you see the investing masterclass right here. It's recorded. You get to watch it right now. You get set up and you ask me any questions that you have. Go ahead and grab it right now for $87. If you're on Instagram, comment LIVE live and I'll DM you the link right now. If you are on YouTube, the link is pinned for you in the chat. Go ahead and grab your access. And once you're done, comment done for me. Once you're done, you comment done for me as well. All right, cool. Any questions? Actually, let me set a timer because I know, like I said, not many people are serious. And for those who are serious, I'm also going to be including special bonuses. I did not plan for this one, but I'm going to give you all special bonuses alongside right now. So what are some of the bonuses you're going to be getting access to? You get access to what is inside my portfolio. I'll show you exactly what I have purchased, what I've invested in, and how I went about it. You get access to that right now. You also get access to my risk assessment quiz. This quiz will show you what kind of investment you should be buying for your risk level. Okay? You get access to that as well. You also get access to research stock and ETF for you so you don't have to stress. I'm literally giving you all the secret sauce that I don't want you to stress. I'm doing everything for you, making your life 10 times easy. So this is only for those who are serious, but I'm going to set a timer now. Where is my timer? Where is my timer? All right, I'm going to set a timer for exactly 9 minutes. For exactly 9 minutes. And after 9 minutes, the timer will be gone. Once the timer is gone, the price will be back to the original price. Do you have any questions up to this point? Any questions up to this point? I want to do a Naira transfer. Yes, if you want to do a Naira transfer, that is also available for you. That is also available for you. If you're doing Naira transfer, it's 120,000 Naira. If you're doing Interac, it's 120 Canadian dollars. All right? And if you want to see the details for you to make Interac or bank transfer, Naira transfer, you will see it right here. So while you're here, once you click on the link in the profile page that I sent to you, it brings you over here. Once you click on it, you would see all the details for you to do a bank transfer. You can see the details here. Same thing here as well. So while you're here, just scroll down a little bit. It's going to show you the bank details, account number, and everything for you to send the payment into, and you get your access right now. All right. If you're on TikTok, let me walk you through again how to access it. While you're here on the live, click on my profile picture at the top left. Once you click on that, it's going to open up this dialog box for you. Click on my profile picture one more time. Once you're here, click on this link that says WeScreen.ai, beacons.ai. Click on the link. Once you click on that link, it brings you over to the page here. You can see it's Investing Masterclass recorded. And once you get your access, comment done for me so I can send you the bonuses right now. All right, cool. Let's see who are the people that are in already. We have less than 7 minutes to go. We have less than 7 minutes to go. How long do I get access to it? You get lifetime access. So you get to watch it now, tomorrow, and forever. You get to watch it now, tomorrow, and forever. That is the access you are going to be getting to it once you complete your payment. Is it a live class? No, it's not. It's recorded. So you get to watch it now. You don't have to wait for later. You get to watch it right now. I'm on Instagram. Comment LIVE. I'll DM you the link right now. I'll DM you the link right now. If you're on Instagram, comment LIVE. The link is in your DM. Check your DM once you comment LIVE. How do you know when the market is down? Good question. How do you know when the market is down? Remember when we talked about searching the name of the companies? Do you remember? I asked you to search the name of the company or the ETF. When we use what did you notice? It showed you that this down arrow. You can see it's showing red, right? You can see this down arrow showing red. What does this mean? The market is currently down. So if the market is down, it's a good time for you to buy. I don't want you thinking about timing the market because every time is always a good time to buy. But even now, it is even a better time for you to buy. That's how you know. Okay, that's how you know if the market is down or the market is up. M8 Global, the link has been sent to your DM. Please check. The link has been sent to your DM. Your access has been sent as well. Hi. I sent it to you too. Please check your messages. If you're on TikTok, it's pretty straightforward for you to click on the link. If you're on TikTok, it's pretty straightforward for you. Any other questions up to this point, my dears? Any other questions up to this point? We have less than 5 minutes to go. You have less than 5 minutes for you to go. Any other questions up to this point? I see someone saying, I click on the link, it's not showing me the page. No, it should show you the page. It should show you the page. Right now, let me show you. Guys, first of all, we'll have less than 5 minutes to go, and the price will be going up. The discount will also be going. The bonuses as well will be going up in a moment. So while we are there, I'll also show you how to access it on TikTok. Like I said, for TikTok, it's quite straightforward. All you need to do, click on my profile picture right here. Once you click on it, it opens up this dialog box for you. Click on the profile picture again. Then click on this link that you see right here. Once you click on the link, it brings you over to this page, and you can see Investing Masterclass. Grab your access right now. A lot of you tell yourself, 2026 is the year that I'm going to start investing. 2026 is the year I'm going to start building my portfolio. 2026 is the year I'm going to start making my money work for me. But now we're in February 14 already. You have not done nothing. You have not taken any action. You sit down there, you get all this knowledge. I tell you what to do. I show you what to do, but you don't take any action. So when are you going to get serious? For those who already started January this year, do you know how far they have gone? Now their investment is they're already earning dividend every month. That's what I did in Masterclass. For those who, I give you examples of things to look into. Once you add it to your portfolio, you're earning dividend consistently. The earlier you start, the better for you. But if you decide to continue to wait and wait and wait, you'll be waiting forever. You'll be waiting forever. Someone is saying, is Coinbase safe? You guys should use the platform that I've recommended for you. Coinbase is more of a crypto platform. Coinbase is more of a crypto platform. So use the recommendations that I've shared for you. These are investing platforms. And that's what you want to do. Because you're trying to invest, right? You're trying to build wealth. You're not just trying to put your money into something that you're not sure of. And crypto, that's it. You can see many people, whenever they just get started on their journey, they always send me messages. This is a message from someone. that got it. You can see, hey, Bisola, I just wanted to let you know that I started investing in my TFSA. I was able to build $3,000 over the weekend. Thank you so much for your sessions and the classes. I got the master class, and you can see, and I say, congratulations. Take it slowly. I give them tips on the next step. This is also another message from Celestina. Celestina sent me a message here and said, hey, I joined 2 of your online sessions and I bought the materials. I've completed my Wealthsimple account. I've opened my TFS and I've started investing. I bought this, based on what is inside the masterclass. You can see the feedback that we're getting from people. You can see the feedback. This is also somebody else that said, I invested $250 on 31st and I've just earned $4 in dividend. So if you like, continue to sit down there. If you like, continue to sit down there. Don't take any action. Wait. Continue to wait, okay? All of us, we're going to keep building our portfolio and you'll be there. Would you advise to buy Shopify? I absolutely love Shopify. It's one of my top investments in my portfolios. Shopify is for those who may not know, is an e-commerce giant and a global corporation. It's listed on the top 100 companies on Nasdaq Stock Exchange. So I absolutely love it. And it's also a Canadian company too. So yes, looking into Shopify is definitely a good one for you to consider. Let me see. Any other questions that I might have missed? I don't see any other question. Guys, we have less than 2 minutes to go. We have less than 2 minutes to go for the bonuses and the price to go back up. Less than 2 minutes to go. What's the major difference between Trading 212 and Trade Republic? Trading 212 is more of UK and Europe companies. Sorry, I said companies. For those based in UK and Europe. So I highly recommend for those of you who are based in UK, Europe, even some parts of Africa also has Trading 212. Australia also, Trading 212 is good for you guys. Trading 212 is also good for you. Anyone else? Let's see who are those who have gotten their access. Let's give them a big shout out. Congratulations, Ola, you are in. Congratulations, Isabel. Congratulations, Ava. Who else is getting their access? We have less than 1 minute to go. Lisa says, you missed my question. Lisa, I am so sorry. Can you type your question again? I missed it. I bought 5K and I got 80K in one day. You can see that. What did you invest in, Smith? What did you invest in with $5,000? Tell me. Any other questions? Who else is getting their access before I update the price back to the regular price? Let me see what people on YouTube are saying. It's down because of Epistyle revelation. Yes, the market is temporarily down, so it's a good time for anyone who is serious. And if you're serious, you probably don't know exactly what to do and how to go about it. That is exactly what you're getting in the masterclass. Walks you through how to go about building your own portfolio as well. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. If you're on TikTok, go to the link, click on my profile picture, and you'll be able to see the steps in there. We have less than 1 minute. If you're on TikTok, let me show you one more time. One last time before the timer goes off. One last time before the timer goes off. While you're here on TikTok, click on my profile picture. Click on my profile picture again. Then click on this link right here. Once you click on the link right here, it brings you over to the page. There's Apple Pay, there's Klarna, there's Afterpay, there's every other option for you. You can use that to check out right now. Let me see what Lisa says. Can I fund my TFSA from other platforms like PayPal and other banks? You can fund it from other banks, but not PayPal. You can do Interac, but not PayPal. At least through Wealthsimple. Wealthsimple does not have PayPal. You can do bank transfer. There are so many payment options for you. Can we buy VOO in Canada or just stick to VFV? You can buy both VOO and VFV. If you want to invest in US dollars, you can buy VOO. But personally, for most Canadians, they always have Canadian dollars, so I'll say buy VFV. All right, I hope that answers your question. Other banks like TD Bank, Royal Bank, Scotia Bank, and all of them, they allow you to transfer money into your Wealthsimple investment straight up. All right? Congratulations to Anne. Congratulations to Deola. All right, guys, the timer is less than 15 seconds to go. Less than 15 seconds. It's literally about time. Less than 11 seconds to go. Once the timer is up, I'm changing the price. As you can see, once the timer is up, I'm changing the price right now. 3, 2, 1. And the timer is up right now. Lisa says, I mean, without using banks, there's no other alternative. You're either doing transfer from the bank, you're doing Interact. They don't have like cash deposits. They don't have maybe wire transfer. They could have wire transfer, but they don't have PayPal as well. Why do you have PayPal? You don't have Interact, or you don't have any other bank, because those are the options that Wealthsimple provide for you. Remember, every money you're bringing into your investment account is being tracked, right? So they don't take money from sources that they cannot verify. Even though PayPal, I don't think PayPal can always be verifiable. At least I've been using Wealthsimple for years. Let me see. They don't have PayPal. I've never seen PayPal there. Let me check. And you can also set up the account and see what options you have. So let me go into my TFSA, and when I click on add money, you can see add money. These are the options that are there. It doesn't show me. You can see it has regular banks. It doesn't show you PayPal or anything, and you can only link a Canadian institution. You can do Interact as well, so they don't have PayPal. All right, my dears. Any other person getting access to the masterclass right now? I'm about to change the price. Any other person? Does anyone want me to wait? If you want me to wait, comment wait for me. If you want me to wait, comment wait. I'm about to change the price right now. And all the discounts are gone. For those of you who got your access, I'm just about to send you all your bonuses too. Let me see. Anyone wants me to wait? If you want me to wait, comment wait. Nene says wait, please. I'm waiting for you, Nene. Dami says, so VOO on Bamboo consists of many companies inside. Yes, that is what we talked about VOO. Let me show you what consists of VOO. What I say consists. What are inside the VOO? Nene, I'm waiting for you. Please, when you're done, comment done. Tosin also says wait. Tosin, I'm waiting for you. When you're done, comment done. I'm going to show you all what is inside the S&P 500. Just now. Hold on. Okay. So right now I'm checking it on Vanguard website. VOO is Vanguard S&P 500 in US dollars, right? So on Vanguard website, I type in VOO, and from VOO you can now scroll down to the bottom of the page and you'll be able to see all the companies listed there. You can see Nvidia, you can see Apple, you can see what is the name of this? What do you see here? VOO Vanguard S&P 500, right? So you can see Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Broadcom, Google Alphabet T, Meta, Tesla. What's this one? Bashek Way. If you click on next page, because remember I said it's 500 company, you can see it. 503. If I click on the next page, it will take me to the next one. Eli Lilly. You see all the companies. JP Morgan, Visa. You remember Visa, the MasterCard? ExxonMobil, Johnson and Johnson, Walmart, MasterCard. You can see all the. If you want to see all the companies listed inside of the S&P 500, just go on the website. Then here you'll be able to see all of them. All right, is that clear? Who was the person asked? Was it Dami or something? Is that clear? Tell me clear if it's clear. Sorry, Whiskey, are you on a cruise ship? I'm no longer on the cruise. I'm back already. I was on a cruise last week, but I'm back already. All right, anyone else getting their access? I'm about to change the price right now. Let me see. Anyone else getting their access? I'm about to change the price right now. Ali says, please explain. We explained step number 1 to 3 already. What do you need me to explain? Tell me in the chat. Ask me in the chat. Let me know exactly what you're asking. Let me know exactly what you're asking. I'm not seeing it. Where do I see the video access? Check your email. Oh, I paid. Check your email. M8 Global. Can you check your email? So when you check your email, check your spam or your junk, you see the link to different, you receive 6 links. The 6 links you're receiving, one of them is the main class, is about 3 hours. The other 5 are different bonuses that you get. So please check it and let me know. M8 Global. Anyone else? Anyone else? What's in your portfolio? What does your portfolio have inside of it? Yes, it's part of it as well. For everyone who got their access, they get to see what is inside my portfolio as well. For everyone who got the access to the masterclass, you also get to see what is inside. Everything I don't get to keep. I always share it on social media, but you get to see it in a structured way. Anytime I buy, anytime I sell, anytime I receive dividend, anytime you see everything because it's updated as well. All right, any more question? I only see the receipt. You only see the receipt. Let me see. Can you tell me the last 2 digits of your email address? Because again, so a couple of people just got their access. So I don't want you to tell me your full email address, or you can send it to my private message. Let me see. Any other question up to this point? Can I talk to you? Yes, of course. If you want to speak to me, there's a link for you to book a one-on-one session. Oh, lol, what a scam. How is that a scam? You guys are funny. If you want, my portfolio is literally public. If you want to see it, you go check it out on Blossom. That's up to you. Let me see. To talk to me. Okay, yes, this is where you get to see my portfolio. I'm seeing join Vimeo. No, click on the link. The video should play for you. Send me a message. Send me a screenshot of what you're seeing. May 8th. Is it May 8th? Send me a screenshot on Instagram of what you're seeing, and I'll make sure to fix that for you. You don't need to join the platform. So yes, Vimeo is the platform where you get to watch the video. However, you don't need to join for you to watch it. All right. Check. How do I proceed, Nene? I've paid. You should have received an email, Nene, with the links as well. So check your email. You should have received an email with the links. Check your email, please. Can you please check? I want you all to confirm. Everyone who has gotten the access, I want you all to confirm that you got it. You've received it. Okay, so click on the first link. The one that says Wealth Investing Masterclass. Click on that first one. Are you able to watch it? Are you able to see the video? Are you able to see the video? Tell me, Nene, please. Yes. Someone says yes. Okay, awesome. That's good. I love that everyone who got their access have been able to see it. All right, my dear. Any final person who wants to jump in right now, because I'm about to close and turn off everything right now. Any other person who is jumping in? Any other person? No, please, what's going on here? Okay, Alice. Alice, welcome to class. Even though you're late, we're already rounding up. Even though you're late, we're already rounding up. Yes, I see the video. Okay, May 8th. So you're good now, right? You're good now. Please watch it. Make sure for everyone who got the access, please and please, make sure you watch it. Watch it to the end. Use all the resources and let me know if you ever have any questions. All right, so for Alice and every other person who has just joined, we covered the step-by-step guide on how to start investing. I made sure to explain it ABC 1 to 3 as a beginner because I want you all to follow. I don't want anyone to get lost along the way. So I make it beginner-friendly ABC. So we shared 3 simple steps. Step number 1 is for you to sign up on a brokerage platform. Depending on wherever you reside, the brokerage platform for you would vary. So for those in Canada, you're using Wealthsimple. For those in UK, you're using Trading 212. Even Europe as well. Any other part of Europe, you're using Trading 212. If you live in US, sign up on Robinhood. Okay. Then step number 2 is for you to open an investment account. I talked about using what is called a tax advantage investment account, right? Now, once you're done with using your opening your tax advantage investment account, depending on wherever you reside as well, it would vary. If you live in Canada, it will be TFSA, tax-free savings account. If you live in US, it will be Roth IRA. If you live in UK, it will be stocks and shares ISA account. For step number 3 is where you buy your stocks and ETFs. Okay, buy your stocks and ETFs. You can decide to. I personally always recommend to buy ETFs because ETFs contains many different components inside of it. Instead of buying stocks is investing in one single piece of component. So for ETFs, you're buying a variety of components, right? And I recommended buying ETF. We talked about buying the S&P 500. However, some people also asked to give recommendation or suggestion on stocks. Then I gave examples here: Apple, Google, Meta, Walmart, Costco, and all of that. And all these companies that I talked about, they're also listed in the S&P 500, which is an ETF. So instead of asking to buy these companies one by one, just buy the S&P 500. And the S&P 500 is an ETF. It's an ETF, an investment in many different companies. And that's like the high level summary of what we have covered. It was more in depth, obviously. We've been here for over an hour. It was more in depth, but that's the high level summary of what we covered today. And I also shared that for anyone who wants me to give them a more detailed insight, like a masterclass video walkthrough where I show you how to set up your account, what to buy, how to go about researching, and everything. I shared access to my masterclass, and I gave, let's say, a recorded masterclass that you get to watch lifetime. And I also gave discount for it as well. So let me know if you still want it. I could share with you. What's your referral code for Bamboo? This is the opt-in time. Someone is asking me for Bamboo. I'll put it on the screen again. It's literally my name, Wiz Queen. The name of my handle. Bamboo is Wiz Queen. Let me circle it. If you have any more questions up to this point, let me know, because I'm going to be out of here in the next 30 seconds. Next 5 minutes rather. That's the referral code for Bamboo. Does that help you? Who was the person? Kelly or something. That's the referral code for Bamboo. And you get free stocks when you use my referral code. Let me see. Any other question? Let me see. What's the minimum amount of stock to buy? We also talked about this. There's no minimum. You can start with as little as $10. You can start with $10. You can start with $20. You don't need to have all the money for you to start investing. Neither do you need to know everything for you to start investing. You start investing at your level. Start investing at your level, okay? And any amount that you have, because you can always, as you're learning, you're growing, you're improving, you get better. What's the cost of the masterclass? It's usually $489, but today I'm giving you all 80% discount, so you're paying only $87 today. Actually, the timer is already up, so because I'm still answering some questions, that's why the price is still there. So I'm going to change it in a moment now. How do I access it? Right here. If you're on Instagram, comment LIVE live. If you're on TikTok, while you're here on the TikTok live, click on my profile picture here. Click on my profile picture here. Once you click on the profile picture, it will bring you up to this. A dialog box will open. Click on the profile picture again. Once you're here, you can click on this link. And when you click on the link, you can see the details there. It's currently marked down. You can see the discount, 82% off. And once you click on it, you get your instant access alongside all the other bonuses as well. Let me see. Did I miss any question? If I miss your question, let me know, because I'm about to leave this place right now. If I miss your question, this is your last chance. Last chance to ask me now. Someone did bank transfer. For anyone who did bank transfer, I'll have to send it to you manually. If you did bank transfer, I'll have to send it to you manually. All right, let me see. I did bank transfer. Okay. Interact. Yes, I got your Interact. Please, do you want me to send it to the same email? Let me know if you want me to send it to the same email. If you want me to send it to the same email, let me know. What growth stock? What do you mean? Let me see. Dinero says, what growth stock? What's your question? Your question is not complete. What growth stock should I invest in? These are examples of growth companies. These are examples of growth companies that we just talked about here. So they are really good, top growth companies that you can add to your portfolio. But if you ask me, the S&P 500 is a good growth company, growth ETF to buy. If you're looking for another growth ETF that you can add to your portfolio, there is something called QQQ. If you live in Canada, it will be QQC. It's the NASDAQ top 100 companies. So it's an ETF that has the top 100 companies listed on NASDAQ exchange. That's also a good one for you to consider to add to your portfolio. All right, my dears. I don't see any more questions. I feel like I've already answered all the burning questions. Is there a discount code for one-on-one coaching? No, that's the actual price. One-on-one requires more time, more attention, and you're getting it dedicated for you, right? So because of that, it costs more. If you want something more dynamic, more simple, you get the the video class, and you get to watch that one. You also get the access. I saw you have Nvidia. Yes, I do have Nvidia. Nvidia is literally the top company listed in the S&P 500. You can see that. If you were here just now when I showed what is inside the S&P 500, you can see that. You can see Nvidia is the top one. Nvidia is currently 7.75% of the entire basket in this S&P 500. So you can see after Nvidia, the next one is Apple. After Apple, Microsoft. And that's how it goes from there. So you get to see what is inside it as well. Let me see. I saw you. Okay, I think I already answered that one. All right. I don't see any more person. I already bought the video, but I still need some coaching. That means you would have gotten a discount code already, Yeti. When did you get the video? If you got the video, there will be an email that gives you a discount that you can apply. Because yes, if you get the masterclass, you get a discount for the one-on-one, because that's like next level, right? So if you have gotten it, you should have received a discount code that you can use to book a one-on-one session with me. If you did not get that code, send me a screenshot of your purchase confirmation for the masterclass, and I'll send you a code, custom code for you only. All right, my dears, I don't see any more questions. I believe I've addressed every questions that came up today. If you have any questions any other time, please know that most of the things you would probably have, questions that you probably have been addressed in the masterclass. So please and please watch it. That's the most important thing. Watch it. If you don't watch it, you're doing me a disservice because you've wasted my time. And you've also wasted your money and your time as well. So please make sure you watch it. Okay? Let me see. Last week, I guess. So send me a DM, Yeti. Please send me a DM with the screenshots. Can you back up? You are optimized. Oh my god. You don't have to tell me to back up. I'm leaving now. All right, my dears. Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you for all your questions. I'm pretty sure you all had fun. And if you ever have any questions, whenever, you can book a one-on-one session with me. My strategy call, the link is up there for you. And you can book a one-on-one call with me. The link is also on the same page. If you want to book a one-on-one session, the link is right here. You can see book a strategy call. Just click on that. It will take you to the page for you to book a strategy call with me, and we can walk through anything together as well. Thank you all for joining. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'm going to leave the link up because I can see some people asking me, where's the link? Where's the link? The link again for the very last time. If you're on Instagram, comment LIVE. I'll send you the link. If you're on TikTok, while you're right here on the page, click on my profile picture. It'll bring you here. Then click on the profile picture again, and you see the link right here. Once you click on that, it takes you over to the page here, and you get it right here. So I'll leave the discounted price. I'll leave it at $87 for the next maybe 10 minutes after the live stream because I have to go now, have another call. And I'm going to jump on that. And if you have any questions after you watch the video, you can always reach out, okay? All right, my dears, thank you so much for your time. Have a lovely Valentine's Day celebration. And I'll talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye. And make sure you hit that follow button, okay?